Hey guys, and welcome back to Mad About Skin. In today's video, we are talking this product, the Ordinary Argireline Solution, a serum which has now been in my skincare routine for 2 whole years. And the reason for me filming this video is I want to give you a little bit of an update of the results that I've seen in that long-term period. I think here on YouTube, when we talk about skincare, content creators often fangirl about the immediate results you get from using a product for like 2 or 3 weeks. But that's only telling you half the story. Skincare is a marathon, not a sprint. You've got to invest now for those long-term payoffs. This is why I think sometimes it's nice to look back at those products that you've used consistently and show you the long-term gains that you'll get for your own skincare routine. That's exactly what I don't want to do with this product. So sit back, relax, and let's start the Ordinary Argireline Solution. Now, I personally believe this is hands down the best anti-aging serum on the market, especially when you consider the performance versus the price point. I don't know whether you guys agree or disagree with me. Sound off in the comment section below and let's get that conversation going. I'm going to keep this really to the point. So just a quick reminder to say, if you like me, you like the channel, and you love the Ordinary Argireline Solution, don't forget to reach down and give this video a big thumbs up and a like. It's just a great way of supporting me in the channel. I'm always so appreciative of each and every one of you that just takes that moment out of your day to like the videos I create here on the channel. Now, in true Mad About Skin style, let's cut that waffle and delve straight on in. I'm going to start with what is Argireline. I'm then going to come on to my results at this 2-year point and finally end up on how to apply this serum for like maximum benefit. Of course, I've spoken about this serum on the channel before, so if you want to jump to one section over another, I've left timestamps in the description box below. They're there for your convenience. I won't be offended. Use them to navigate your way through the video. So, what is Argireline? Well, it's a specific type of peptide. I love a good peptide fix in my skincare routine. They have anti-aging benefits, they hydrate the skin, they can even out the skin tone and complexion, but Argireline has a very specific mechanism of action. A lot of people call it botox in a bottle because the way that it works once it's in the skin is not dissimilar to botox. It relaxes some of the muscles in the face, particularly the ones that cause dynamic fine lines and wrinkles, those caused by movement. I'm talking about the 11's lines, the crow's feet, the laughter lines. Using a topically applied Argireline is clinically proven to really get to work on those specific areas and kind of smooth and soften everything out. It is not the same as Botox. You know, if you think of the intensity of an injectable Botox treatment, that is way in excess of what you'll get with a topically applied Argireline solution. But not everybody wants to reach for Botox. It's quite invasive, it's ridiculously expensive, and it's not going to be for everyone. This is kind of why I first reached for the Argireline, and honestly, I've been so impressed with the results. I think it's definitely delayed the start of my Botox journey by a significant amount of time, and it's definitely a fantastic alternative even if the results aren't quite exactly the same. Argireline doesn't just come in the form of the Ordinary. Lots of brands will now formulate with it, and it comes with a ridiculously long chemical name that I'll leave on the screen so you can help identify it in any of your favourite products. This is by far the cheapest, which is why I think it gets the most hype and is totally deserved. Argireline is well tolerated by all skin types, so you don't really have to have that in the forefront of your mind when you're working out whether this is the right serum for you. And I'd say if you want to dial up your anti-aging skincare routine, maybe you already have some peptides in there, but you want to take it to the next level, using an Argireline can be a great way of achieving that. So I guess this is the correct time to talk about what my experience has been with this product. Well, I started 2 years ago, and honestly, I enjoyed the product, but I wouldn't say I was overwhelmed with the results. I first tried it out because I kind of was thinking, do I want Botox, do I not? And I thought, let's give this a go first, just to see. A lot of people were fangirling about it online, saying how game-changing it had been for their fine lines and wrinkles, and I thought, okay, let's put it through its paces. Certainly for the first 3 months, I got some results in terms of the smoothing and softening of any wrinkles that I had, and it definitely hydrated me to the gods, but I think that's because of the hyaluronic acid and the other humectants that are used alongside the Argireline. I thought with the price point and the results that I was getting, it's kind of worth persevering and continuing with the product. It was around the 6-month point that I thought, yeah, you know what, this is really paying dividends, particularly around the eye where I started to get some crepiness, those crow's feet creep in. They kind of reversed the clock. They disappeared as quickly as they came. I was like, okay, I'm definitely invested in this product. It's super affordable, it's really easy to use and layer in your skincare routine, so there was no reason for me to stop. It was at this point as well that I watched a bit of TikTok and found a hack of combining this with the Ordinary Matrixyl to kind of like double down on the benefit. There's quite a lot of science behind this because this will give you some long-term benefits in terms of relaxing some of those muscles, reducing those dynamic fine lines and wrinkles, whereas the Matrixyl gives you that instant plumping, that volume that kind of temporarily plumps out any wrinkles that you do have. Using them together was game-changing, and I captured all my excitement for that in a recent video, which I'll leave a link to up there. Check that one out if you want to know how to combine this with the Matrixyl, but I I think using those two together, my mind was like completely blown. It performed way better than any other overpriced anti-aging serum I'd ever reached for. At a fraction of the cost, I was getting like twice the results. And this is where I really thought, okay, this is a holy grail. Cut to like 2 years later, I think I'm still getting cumulative benefits. Skincare is always a marathon, not a sprint. You invest now, those long-term benefits will come in the end. And that's definitely the case with the Arigireline. You get some nice hydration at the start, it plumps the skin out a little bit, use it with that matrixyl to really intensify those benefits. But at the 2-year point, I've definitely noticed that my skin is still smoother and softer than it was at the start of this journey. The crow's feet are really diminished in comparison to the videos that I recorded like 24 months ago. I look back, one of the benefits of being online like this is you can look back to some of the early videos and think, yeah, I can definitely see the difference. I don't say I got a whole lot of difference in terms of the 11s lines here, but my forehead has always been ridiculously stretched, bordering on the shiny, if I'm going to be totally honest. So a lot of people do say, have you had Botox, because your forehead kind of doesn't crease. It's always been like that. You can look back to any of my videos, and if I look back to my photos in my teens, it's always been that way. So maybe I wasn't the best candidate to see the results here, but I definitely noticed it in the crow's feet and on the laughter lines. The skin's smoother. I definitely noticed those fine lines and wrinkles where they are there are shallower in nature, and I credit it all to this product, which I think deserves a place in everyone's anti-aging skincare routine. So if you're sold on Arigireline and think, okay, I'm willing to invest a couple of pounds, every month to get the long-term benefits, how should I apply it for maximum results? Well, you should definitely apply it twice a day. I think a lot of people get a bit, confused with peptides. They don't layer well with low pH ingredients such as vitamin C, ascorbic acid in particular, and some exfoliating acids. But that doesn't mean you should do away with them completely in one of the 2 skincare routines you do a day. I covered some of the ways of how to use them correctly in a video, which I'll link up there. Check that out, kind of demystifies it. Use it twice a day for those maximum benefits. And I'd say use it alongside some other peptides because you'll get some mutual benefits, particularly with the matrixyl, which I just called out. I'd also say use it very early in your skincare routine, straight after the cleanser. You want to be in close contact with the skin so we can get into skin and start delivering all the anti-aging benefit. Most Arigireline solutions are water-based, the Ordinary one certainly is, so again, early on in your routine I think is preferable. I like to use it in a very specific and targeted way, which for me has paid a lot of dividends over the years, and that's doing 2 applications in each skincare routine. I know this sounds a little bougie and extra, but just in very specific areas. So as we age, I feel like everything can just sag just a little bit. Gravity isn't our friend. And one of the great ways that someone recommended this hack, I did it, and honestly, I fell in love, of getting like cheating a brow lift, is to use Arigireline twice in this area between the eyebrows. What that'll do is kind of lessen the muscle contractions here, but the muscles on the forehead will continue to work the same way they do, and it'll just over time gradually, very subtly lift that brow. So it's something I've done and I've loved the results. How I personally do this is I will do my cleanse, I'll then apply a little bit of the Ordinary Arigireline Solution in those targeted areas, the 11s lines and the crow's feet. I'll let it sink in for a minute and then I'll go in with my serum. This is the Mad About Skin Got You Covered Super Serum, which of course contains Arigireline. How could I formulate my own product without my favourite peptide? I'll then use this all over the face. So you're getting the potency of the Arigireline across the face, but you're targeting it very specifically in those areas where you kind of need a little extra performance, a little extra help. I'm now coming into my 37th year on planet Earth and I need all the anti-aging help I can get, and Arigireline is certainly delivering that. I've been blown away. I think when you think of the £6 price point versus the performance and the outcomes you get, this product could rival any of the bougie and luxury anti-aging creams and serums on the market, and I would definitely recommend everyone pick it up. This probably won't be the last time that you hear me fangirl about this product, but it's the last video that I'm going to do dedicated specifically to it, because I think at that 2-year point we've kind of seen all that there is to see with this. But honestly, don't be fooled, I will continue to use it in my skincare routine for decades to come. Hopefully this has been a little bit informative and useful in terms of getting the most out of this product, and wherever you are in the world, guys, stay safe, stay well, and love your skin. Take care. Bye.